Robert, you're in Happy Valley. Just talk about the transition and how are things going with the program and Coach Godowski.
It's been exciting. This summer's been very busy for me. Coming from the Colorado Avalanche, moving to the university level. For me, it's exciting because I get to gain access to athletes that are a little bit younger, so I can have more of a long-term effect, a greater effect on the changes of their body. Younger bodies certainly respond a lot better to corrective exercise than some of the older guys that I was working with before. So that's been a lot of fun for me, seeing how young and how energetic and enthusiastic they are. One of the hardest things is trying to keep them out of the weight room rather than trying to motivate them to lift. So that energy that they bring and hopefully the energy that I bring to the workouts has been very exciting for me.
Tell the fans a little bit about your NHL background.
I've worked 24 years actually with professional hockey players, both as an equipment manager and a strength and conditioning coach. Worked in the NHL for Colorado on 2 different occasions, and New Jersey Devils, and with the Florida Panthers. Was fortunate enough to win 2 Stanley Cups during that time.
What can you take from your experience in the NHL and bring it to Penn State and Coach Godowski's program?
There's a lot. Obviously, you really learn what it takes to make it to the NHL. You understand the effort, the commitment, how serious you have to be about making this a career. And then maybe more than all of that is you really get to, 24 years of looking at hockey player bodies. You really get to have a sense of what the game does to you, what it does to your body, and that gives you a plan for how to combat that going ahead. So that directly affects all of my workouts.
When you come into work every day, you're in the shadows of the new facility, Pagul Ice Arena, right up the hill from your office. What do you think about the weight training facility that's going to be in there when it's all finished and done?
Yeah, very excited. To be honest, that was one of the big draws for me here to make this jump to the university level. Basically, in that facility, we're going to have a 5,000 square foot gym that's going to be cutting edge. It's going to be, in my opinion, it'll be the best hockey training facility in the U.S. for at least the next 3 or 5 years. So I'm really excited about what we're able to do there. Like I said, all kinds of cutting edge equipment, and really trying to take training specifically for hockey to a different level and kind of establish some new methods that you won't see with other facilities.
What are some of your philosophies in the weight room?
Again, going back to the NHL experience and seeing that NHL body for 24 years, you realize what the game does to the body, and so most of my programs are based around that. The #1 responsibility of a strength coach is always to prevent injuries. So when you look at a hockey player, there are certain imbalances that are predictable because of the sport itself. So my philosophy really evolved around creating a posture and movement patterns that are specific to the sport and will counter a lot of the imbalances that the sport creates. So we work very strongly on correcting movement patterns, getting the body balanced, getting them in a strong position, because if your posture is poor, everything you do from that position is going to be poor. So we try to correct them as much as we can. Then obviously we work on getting them stronger and more explosive. But the key to all of this really is making the body move well. Athletes, that's the big key. That's what separates them from someone else. They move better, they move properly. And so it's really, for me, it's teaching these young guys how to move, how to be an athlete, how to treat this as a career. So it's been a lot of fun for me. It's been very exciting, and looking forward to the next couple of years.
How much do your off-season workouts differ from in-season efforts?
At this level, it won't be as great as it was at the NHL because the schedule's a little bit friendlier. During the summer, we're really trying to build a lot. We're trying to maybe achieve new goals, with each individual. During the season, it's a lot more of trying to keep everybody playing at their best, trying to make sure you get the wins. So it's much more about each game during the season, whereas, like I say, in the summer, you're really building for 3 or 4 months, trying to build a stronger athlete.
Robert, thanks for your time. Best of luck.
Thank you.